This is Kathy Chase. They took other people's names sideways, and they're crazy. They associate me with things that aren't even possible, and businesses on weird stuff. Hy-Vee is not about me. Hy-Vee was in different parts of the country, I believe, before it was ever in Lincoln, Nebraska. What this amounts to is people starting trouble. People just troublemakers. Just troublemakers. That's all they are, because nobody knew who I was even around 2005 when I got offline. Only the people that were paying attention to me, the only people that were paying attention to me online were the people who knew who I was before I even got online. There's no other logical explanation for other people to freaking know who I was during that time other than those who knew about me before I got online. Why would anybody else pay any attention to me? And then, as I said, 2005, when I got out of Name That Tune, I drove around. Nobody in this town knew who I was, because Triphead 79 had said something about being real, and I didn't know what he was talking about. And so I was paying attention when I got offline in 2005. I did notice the newer music. That's what I noticed. And then I traced back the older music, but that's the only thing I was like, well, I thought, well, okay, there's some music about me, because I didn't know nobody paid any attention to me like they do now. Everybody knows who I am now. So what you did, basically, is you're trying to give everybody in the frickin' gosh darn world identity crises, because you had problems. You wanted to create problems. You wanted to frickin' blame me for your frickin' wanting to cause problems. You're just troublemakers. And I can't help it if other women were so insecure to be with Rob that they thought they had to ship up my kids or frickin' ship up me and put pacemakers in my body. That's psychotic. You don't ship people up and put frickin' pacemakers in their bodies. You don't frickin' erase and replace people like Rob wants to do with me and my children, But they took the side. Okay, there are laces on football, right? There are laces on shoes. And shoestring potatoes, right? The whole crazy potato thing. Anyway, they took Stacy names now. Well, there's Stacy Gunn. Her middle name's Lee, evidently. And then they took Stacy Kurtzer, as in curtsying after a show, evidently. I don't know. Stacy Van Hoosen lived across the street from Jamie Rippey and Mark Rippey in Stonecliff Circle. And then they took... most importantly, they took the Stacy Lovelace name and wanted to play their little love mongers from the single soundtrack that was created 20 years ago. But they didn't really, they did a lot of good, really. They've done a lot of good. And Kim names her children after the frickin' love mongers or whatever. Because, Kira Sedgwick, and then Shannon looks like Bridget Fonda. Their little bridge game of friggin' trying to kill me because I don't even look like Bridget Fonda. Shannon is thin like Bridget Fonda. Has nothing to do with me. Shannon has an Irish name. I don't. I'm not your frickin' Irish Chuck. Anyways, you don't go screwing with people's lives and out of favoritism cause more problems. That's all that you've done. Nobody knew who I was, and you go ask the public who knew who I was before 2005. I can't create problems on my own because I'm not a person who goes out and initiates problems with a gang full of people that are supposed to be in their 30s and 40s, who are supposed to be mature adults that wanted to gang up on me and start abusing me and my children. It's not me. It's you. You're the problem. I'm not a person who initiates and antagonizes people for the fun of it. People who want to abuse power or whatever, You just started a bunch of crap. Nobody from government had ever contacted me. My personal life was nobody's business as far as being online 2005. Nothing even came of that anyway. I didn't hang out with anybody from Name That Tune or whatever. So, you're crazy. You're nutty crazy. And, you just freaking... You've lost your freaking minds. Some of you have lost your freaking minds. And you thought, making something out of nothing is a 311 song. Oh, well, that was a good idea. You know how many people have frickin' problems now because you're little making something out of nothing, exploiting me? It's not a very good idea. And I'm not going to take the blame for you jackasses that put this shit in my body, or these jackasses that put shit in my kids' bodies, and you're trying to think you can use them as a human shield. I don't know what the hell the government's doing. They need to frickin' go after these frickin' people. Because they're just nothing but problem causers. They just cause problems, cause problems, cause problems. And they wanted to cause problems. They used the internet to whine about it. They probably went and hypnotized people and did all kinds of weird shit because these people have access to all this stuff and are very destructive, obviously. They don't care. They don't care about other people. We've already proven that. We've already established that. They wanted to frickin' create problems where there was none because they created how many they multiplied whatever their claims was by about 3 billion times. This should have been kept private. It still should be private because it's none of your frickin' business. My life is none of your business. My body is my personal possession. It's not yours to frickin' tamper with. And my kids are not your bodies to tamper with and your frickin' weird belief systems of being crazy. I'm not interested in your fucking weird, excuse me, whatever Richard Chase's problem is with your frickin' beliefs of chipping people up and then killing them. Yeah, Richard Chase is a killer. He is a frickin' killer. He likes to kill people and ship them and kill them. That's what these people like to do. They chip them and kill them. And you're frickin' crazy. You don't do that to people. You're not gonna kill me. Screw you. You're frickin' full of crap. You like to create problems. You're frickin' a bunch of drama frickin' queens. And you frickin' gang up on people because that's real productive. Nobody knew who I was in 2005. They never knew who I was until I started getting attacked when Barack Obama was running for president. That's when people started knowing who I was. Okay? They wanted to start trouble. Just came along and wanted to start trouble. And because Rob's 39 now, we know. That's why they created trouble. Oh, and then they say, oh, now we have something they're going around claiming some wall crap. I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? That stuff's from 1979. And I don't know what you're talking about, wall stuff, because your wall stuff is just connecting things to your craziness. And you don't connect things to kill people, okay? That's not how things work. That's how you uncover crimes. That's not how you create crimes. That's not how you create crimes. This is how these people created the crime, but you can't commit a crime. You can't commit a crime by using connections. Are you stupid? Are you stupid?